Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. Back again with another crazy XRP and Ripple update. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter one as the laptop is on 8%, so I don't know if you guys will ever see this episode. Maybe you won't, but if you do, make sure you help this video out by pressing the like button, and make sure you watch it all the way through because it's about to be pretty damn crazy. Now, the first one I wanted to show you guys was, again, guys, before we do talk about it, these predictions in these videos are not mine. What I'm showing you guys here is somebody talking about something, and I want to show you guys about that, all right? This is not my prediction. Keep it in mind. By the way, my question of today is, have you gone out to do something crazy in the last week? Yes or no? That's the question. Put it down there in the comment section. I'm asking because most of the people I talked to this week have not even gone outside. So, or maybe only to the store. Let me know if you've done something out of the ordinary this week, yes or no. I want to see all your replies. I'm going to read them all, so make sure you put it down there. All right. Be careful. This is a prediction, but it's not mine. Stephanie Starr said on Twitter, 13,000% pump would put us at $32.50. Didn't BC Backer a few months ago, giving his exit strategy, say $26 to $32 would be one of his ranges? And it's a reply to The Rock XRP, who said, credible crypto says XRP could rise. Yeehaw. Fun fact, like Vincent said at the bottom here, if I had $1 every time a credible source said XRP was going to pump, well, I'd certainly have a lot more dollars to buy XRP with. I like that. I like that a lot. But also, from a different perspective, if I were to get $1 for every time credible crypto has put some contradictory freaking predictions out there, I would be quite a rich man. And I'm saying that because I do like people being involved with the community. I do like people talking about these things, and even The Rock sharing it is completely fine. But credible crypto here, I don't really know if it was his place to tell people about a pump to $20 or $30. I just don't think it's the most responsible thing to do. Because we all know, really, we all know, the chance of that happening is not necessarily big, not necessarily small, if we're talking about a miscellaneous point in the future. However, if we narrow that down to the next 12 months or the next 16 months, whatever, that's when things start to get really quite dire, because the chance of that happening is just very, very small. And if it does happen, it's really not something you could have really predicted or anything along those lines. So it's most likely going to be a little bit of a lucky situation, and to hop onto that wave really and not even sell your soul kind of at maybe like $10 or $15 is going to be very difficult. Another point here, I don't know if you guys have checked out my retirement plan ever. But in that plan, I also tell you guys that you got to have a couple of exit points along the way. One of the reasons I tell people about that is for situations like this. Getting to $32 is very strange, but it's even stranger to hold on all the way through to $5, $10, $15, $20, $25, $30, and then $32.50. Do you guys understand how difficult it is to see your thing that you've been holding go from 25 cents, first off, times 4 to get to $1, then times 5, which is in total times 20 to get to $5, then times 5 again, which is times 100 to get to $25, and then maybe plus another 50% or so. You guys get that? How ridiculous? Maybe plus 140% or something like that. Okay, the percentage is not correct. Times 140, what your money does at that point. You guys get how stressful that could be for you? Out of this world. So you gotta have places to cash out. And still though, that is something that's not really expressed that often. That's not what really people are talking about, and I think people should be. Now, along that line, XRP Owl posted this on Twitter. XRP is the future proved asset of the banking institutions globally. The safeguard of the what if crypto goes mainstream. How will we, the legacy institutions, survive? That's why XRP prices pumps don't mean anything to me. XRP is bigger than that. XRP is their last hope. And again, there's a little bit of hate about things, but I don't think you should really look at that too much. Now, what I think about this statement is kind of falling along with what David Schwartz has told us very often in different sources. It's like, at first, right, at least what he says right here is, at first, some companies like Santander came to Ripple asking, hey, can you help us with this or that? And Ripple's like, yeah, we can. Eventually, though, Ripple transitioned into something where it's like various different companies just hop onto them because they got everything. You know, it doesn't mean they just have to look for some specific small feature they would like to, get help for. They can just, if they want to better their services, go to Ripple. Right? And knowing that, having that in the back of my head, the price that XRP is at right now really does not matter that much over a longer term if you have that mindset. If you have changed that switch over of like, all right, what is the XRP price at right now? That shows the progress. If you kind of switch off, that's switch, then I think you're having a much easier time to hold it. Because ultimately, the XRP price only matters when you're cashing out. It doesn't matter for showing progress, or it doesn't really matter what's going to happen in the short term for new partnerships. And that's ultimately, in the end, though, what's going to up the XRP price, right? We explained very often how a higher XRP price is positive for us. I even have it in the, I think, bookmarks right here. That's my only bookmark ever, the tweet about why a higher XRP price would be profitable. Yeah, so I'm not really worried about it. You can see we got 5% left on the MacBook. That's pretty clutch. I don't know. Hopefully you guys will ever see this video. If I don't publish it, I'll just maybe tweet it out that I did make something, but the laptop it didn't want to follow along. With that also comes that I think riddles are the most toxic thing that we have within our community. If I could, I would banish them all, together with fake news and a good chunk of satire. Now, again, don't call me a buzzkill for trying to get rid of satire. I just think the line between satire and truth has kind of faded, where too many people right now don't know whether or not something is a joke, and it really creates this new cycle of fake news, which, as a reporter, I can't really support. I cannot support fake news, especially fake news that is just, not meant to be fake news, but just for, I guess, misunderstood by readers. And that a good example of that is XRP the Center Productions. I like the stuff he makes. All right, I think he's got some talent for creating these articles out of thin air that are just stupid in essence, but written quite well. I mean, there's a good writing style in there. It's a good little story, and just sometimes a little bit of a convincing title, which all of us know is too good to be true or too stupid to be true, but still kind of convincing where it could be. All right, not all of them, but some. And it's just some people fall for it though. They're like, "Oh, did this really happen?" And I do think I get about maybe 2 to 3 people asking me. I guess it's like one person a day asking me whether or not it's real. And I don't mind answering and saying, no, it's not real. But the thought that only one person each day asks me means that there's at least 10 people every day that I know or that are in my community that think it's real, which means there's at least 100 people out there that do think it's real every time there's another drop, which frightens me. Because those things can really be detrimental to your holding status. If there's some crazy announcement that is not real but gets posted, you think it's real, yeah, that's bad. It's really, really bad. These riddles, though, are on a completely different level. Or these other, I don't know, types of situation things. XRP is in control. Nothing can change its status. Nothing can disrupt what's coming in phase 3. What? Why? What? I'm smashing my head here because what's the freaking purpose of things like this? And it's not like they're not liked by people. This stuff gets people going, and I don't understand how. Moving further though, because we got 4% left, I gotta hurry it up. Galgatron said, in terms of potential for profit, which market move would be most significant? Well, I just want to state around this one that there's sometimes a little bit of a misunderstanding with XRP and crypto prices in general, where it's like you should only be holding XRP or XRP holding till X amount of dollars is the only way to go. Guys, one thing you must understand is that most likely the most profitable way to do things is by staying in dollar and trading all the time to create more dollars. There's a good chance that that is more profitable than holding long term. However, it is more frightening because you can also realize losses that way. Holding is a lot simpler because you're never really realizing your loss. If you're trading for dollars, there's a higher chance of getting out there with more dollars out there, more profit, and you're also kind of quote unquote safer, but you will realize losses. But that also comes to the point where it's not like you can only make a ton of profit if XRP goes to $10,000 per coin. You can actually make more money if XRP goes from 22 cents to 25 cents, then all the way to 10,000 if you trade it well enough, or if you trade it often enough, or with enough leverage and things like that. It could, theoretically speaking, happen. All right, so don't give up and say, oh, XRP is not at so many dollars yet, so I'm not rich. Maybe learn to trade. Maybe learn to invest in other things, that maybe you can actively do something with so you can earn more money. Maybe. I'm not saying you should, but even with Bitcoin here, you could, theoretically speaking, sell your XRP to buy Bitcoin, to sell Bitcoin, to buy more XRP. Sounds kind of strange? I'm just saying you could start with XRP as a base, you sell that to buy some Bitcoin. Once Bitcoin goes up a little bit, you sell that Bitcoin again to buy more XRP back. It's things that people do, and it's not bad. It is just being strategic with your money, and in my opinion, it's called being a rational individual. So for anybody who's selling some XRP sometimes, don't think you're a bad person. Don't think you shouldn't do things like that. If you think that's your best move, go on right ahead. Don't let anybody stop you. Please, don't. By the way, these videos are all not financial advice. And last but not least, Uncle XRP. Breakout confirmed. I hope all those who saw the tweet listened. Is the normal, all right? It's the way I see it is people just put up a couple of predictions. All of a sudden, one of them hits, and they're like, yep, I called it. Yeah, I knew this all along, my guys. It's so simple. Same for those riddles. I can do the same thing. Maybe tomorrow I'll show you guys a core example. I'm gonna fabricate a story for you guys of how to fake things. I'm gonna just make a story of how I call things correctly, and I'll show you guys. But 2%, I'm gonna cut it short here. Guys, thank you all for watching. Take care and have a very nice day. I'm so scared it's gonna not work.